Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday. In today's video, I want to show you guys a couple different things, but we're going to make this video short and sweet. First, if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video, and also, most importantly, leave a comment below. So as you guys know, I'm trying to showcase different products on the website, but also including budgeting topics. And so the last video I did, or a couple videos back, we talked about cash envelopes, but what I want to talk to you guys about today are sinking funds. Okay, so a lot of people get really confused with sinking funds, and maybe we should just change the name so it just makes sense where that originated. Sinking fund, right? Okay, well, that's how I learned as well. Maybe that's why it took so long. Anyways, basically a sinking fund is just another word for a saving account. Maybe not even a saving account. You can put an account that you're going to spend. You're eventually going to spend any sinking funds that you're saving for, because that's what you're doing. You are slowly saving money and you're preparing for that big purchase that you're eventually going to spend. And so that is what it is. I actually have this 4x6 card here. So it says, what are cash? The cash envelope system is where you designate money to each category for your variable spending, like your groceries, household, beauty, eating out, gas, and miscellaneous. But the sinking funds, it is money that you're setting aside for short-term savings. So you're saving for different categories that you are eventually going to use, like Christmas, vacation, clothing, anything. So there's no right or wrong when it comes to sinking funds. But I always tell people the very first one that you need to have is emergency. Okay, good. That's the very first one that you should have, because if there's, things happen. We don't anticipate emergencies happening, but they do happen. So when I first started as well, that was one of the first ones that I started. I was like, okay, what do I need to do? First thing, I went down a checklist and I checked off, and I was like, okay, I have my budget planner. 2, I started the cash envelope system. I said, okay, now 3, now it's sinking funds. What do I do? So I think I'm gonna do emergency fund, and I did emergency fund and Christmas. So that's what I did when I first started. And I think that once you get the hang of it, like once you get the flow of things and you understand, it just becomes easier for you and you want to learn more and more. Now on this 4x6 card, it says, what is a budget? What is a budget? So a budget is keeping track of the money that you're receiving and the money that you're spending. So it's basically keeping track of the money that you make and the money that you'll spend. That's why it's important to be organized and use cash envelopes for your variable spending, so it doesn't help you overspend. Does that make sense? So if you have the variable cash envelopes that you're using, like I use these here, and the money that's in here, once you're gone out of this envelope, which I will be going to the store, you have to be disciplined. You can't just run out of your envelope and then, use your debit card. So it's really important for you to stay consistent with using your cash envelopes. But let's get back into sinking funds. So basically, if you're the type of person that you go to work, you pay your bills, and now you're looking at your future. You are talking to your husband saying, you know what, I wish, I would like to take that vacation. Or, you know what, I think we need a new car. Or, I think I really want to get my own house. Whatever the case is, even if it's Christmas or anything that I said, like even clothing, I have one as well that's clothing. It doesn't matter what it is. It matters if it pertains to your family dynamics, because the fact is we're all different. We have different family size, different things. Some people have children, some people don't. Some people celebrate Christmas, some people don't. And so that is the difference. So there's 2 ways to use sinking funds. And if you have an end goal, for example, I'll just give you this example with Christmas. If Christmas is if Christmas is in December, most people like to take their money out by November. So if you have an end goal, that's an end goal. So you want to take your money out by November. So you want to calculate the amounts. What do you typically spend? What do you spend for Christmas? Let's just say you spend $2,000. Okay, this is really, really important. This part here, you spend $2,000, and let's just say it's January of 2025 and you're starting fresh and you want to save $2,000 for Christmas. You're going to divide that, but because you want it by November, that's 11 months, okay? But you have to have started in January. So you would divide that by 11 months, okay? So that comes to $181 per month. Now let's go ahead and break it down a little bit more. Let's divide it by 4 weeks. So you would need to set aside $45 every week towards your Christmas sinking fund, okay? If you get paid bi-weekly, then that's gonna be $90. So it's really important for you to start ahead. You gotta be ahead of the game. You gotta start, right in January, and you wanna start, figuring out what are your goals? What are your money goals? What do you plan to do? Are you going on vacation? Are you doing all these, anything extra? So it's really important for you to utilize figure it out beforehand, because right now we're going into June. So June, July, August, September, October, November, that's 6 months. So it's still feasible, but you might, depending on how much you make, then you can take that amount. Hopefully you'll have enough by then, but that's why it's really important to start. So that is what it means to have an end goal. You have to have an end goal. Let's just say you don't, and you're just doing an emergency fund, and you just want to save just because you need to start saving just in case there is an emergency. Then that's not an end goal, and then you can just add whenever you can. Like you get paid, maybe it's a rough week. A lot of the bills came in. Maybe something happened and you just don't have the extra money to do it. So that's when, you would just add when you can. So that's why there's 2 ways that you can do the sinking funds, which is the end goal or no end goal. Okay. So here, this is my 1 month ahead. I call it the 1 month ahead because these are the envelopes for 1 month ahead. I do have BJ's that's in my other binder, and I have 4 accounts that are in my credit union: emergency, Christmas, vacation, and clothing. Okay, yeah, those 4 are in there. Then I have these, and I take money out, and I also have, I said BJ's, okay. So for these, there's 12 months. I even have this one that says bank deposit, but there's 12 months here. You don't have to necessarily try to do the 1 month ahead and get ahead, but if you want to, that's great. I used the money and I had already paid some bills for last month, and then I started up again. Envelopes are really, really amazing. The 12 envelopes are basically probably a lot of the envelopes that you use for your bills. So everybody pays mortgage or rent. Everybody has utilities. Everybody pays your utilities. Phone bill, car payment, car insurance. Kids could be whatever you choose, okay? Pets, medical, emergency, spending. Look at the spending. It's like the fullest one. Spending, subscriptions, and online. So I need to start adding, again, more money. But that's what you do. You try to think about the things that you need and what is going to work for your family. So that's what I do. I have these here. I have the ones in the credit union. I have my BJ's. And I have my regular variable cash envelope. So I hope that makes sense. And I'm sure it does, because we've talked about it before, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I think I enjoy it. So it's like you have to enjoy it. I remember when I told you guys a while back how I like to save all of my ones. It's so weird because whenever I go to the bank, I tend to take more out of the bank for the ones. But now look at this. I just noticed this. I was like, what the heck? I think there's 50 ones here. So even though I write on a sticky note every week to go inside, they already know me by now. But every time I go in the bank, I still ask for ones. And I don't know why, because I keep accumulating them. But the reason why I like to have those is because I like to use them for saving challenges. But I just remember I was telling you guys, like, save all of your ones. Believe it or not, like, stuff adds up. You know, put it in an envelope, set it aside. Like, you know, this could be something I use over the weekend and been like, this is fun money. It's just a bunch of ones and it adds up and I don't have to use another envelope or the other envelope. So thinking outside the box is so much fun. Okay, so what I wanted to show you guys is the cards came in, the 31 cards, they came in, the motivational cards that I was telling you guys about. And so they finally came in, and I love how they just match so perfectly with the planner. The thing is that I wanted these cards to be kind of like task cards, maybe. You can call it task cards. You can even like flip it over and you can write on them. You could, if you have a laminator, you could actually laminate these. So this is another great idea. They're like really good quality. You can see that they're super glossy. They're really nice, but sometimes people just want that more like structure. These two, so this is the one that I had in the shop earlier, and they're really tiny, like a little bit smaller. And these are just like motivations, like prioritize your well-being, even if it's just a small amount. Very cute, simple. Then I wanted something a little bit bigger, so I went with a 3x5. So you can see the difference in the two cards. Now this one here is the 31. The 31. So this one says start an emergency fund. 500 is a great first goal. So you see how like each one's different. So maybe one day you can look at this and say, you know what, okay, I haven't started yet, but that's what I'm going to do today. And you can look at these like as task cards to just kind of like, you know, help you along your journey. Or however, just taking a look at them, you know. This one says cash out leftover change weekly and add it to your savings. Have a money date with yourself each week. Obviously, most people do it over the weekend, like maybe a Saturday or a Sunday. That is success. You see the growth. You see how you're doing it every single week. One of them, like I said, they're really like a hard card stock. Really, really nice. These are available in the shop. And what I did was I went to May over here, but I started for June. And I put this little pocket. I put this little pocket here, and if you want to like put one here daily, you can do that. And I did it to start for June. You know, I haven't set up June, but I wanted to put it here for June because we're already in the middle of May. So I thought, what a great idea. You can just add your little sticky pocket. You can put it in here, or you can put like a few for the week. Or however, I just thought it would be a great idea to do that instead of putting it in the back. And I don't mind that this is like sticking. Just get another one for the next month, right? I thought it's cute. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Okay, the next thing I want to show you are these. So we have some new paper clips that I'm going to be adding to the shop. Super duper cute. And then I also have these here. This one's mine. I'm going to keep this one here. I have 4 colors for you guys, and I will be adding these to the website. Hopefully, I'm pretty good with crocheting and things like that. This is a different type of yarn on my website, and there's just a limited amount. These 4 colors are going to be added to the shop, as well as the 4 of these. Okay, so, and again, these are all limited. I think I have maybe 20 of these, and then these, I forgot how many, 2, 4, maybe just 10. So what I've decided to do is, for tomorrow, I'm having, actually, I haven't decided, this is on the calendar. So on the calendar for tomorrow, there is a pop-up. And I want you guys to pay attention to the stories, because tomorrow's pop-up is going to be, I have a couple different things going on. It's going to be fun. So starting Friday, and I will be adding Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and they're all going to be kind of different. And this is going to be for my daughter's birthday. We're celebrating it on Sunday, and for Memorial Day weekend, because we are celebrating going into the summertime, right? So we need to have fun. I will not keep you guys long. I just wanted to be brief just wanted to jump on and just say hello to you guys and kind of just jump on and talk about a little bit about sinking funds, because I do get questions on a daily basis regarding what is it, how do I do it, how do I know how much to add, and it's really the kind of the same concept. Okay, so we talked about sinking funds, we talked about a little bit about the items, we talked about the cards, and we also talked about the sale that's going to start Friday. But again, just if you guys can watch the Instagram story that I post every day, that would be really helpful. That will be it for today. If you guys have any questions on anything we're talking about, please let me know. Thank you so much for everything. Don't forget to say hello below and leave a comment. And I hope you have an amazing night. Bye.